EISAI Company Limited is ready to take a bold step forward into the 21st century as the human healthcare company. This new horizon will take EISAI beyond the framework of a conventional pharmaceutical manufacturer. EISAI celebrated its 50th anniversary last year, having attained complete success in achieving the goals set by the first 5-year strategic plan. The 5-year net sales aggregate of 970 billion yen exactly matched the original sales projection. EISAI's average annual growth rate of 7.2% was 1.2% higher than that of the Japanese pharmaceutical industry as a whole. The 5-year aggregates of both gross and net income were phenomenal. Income before taxes was 160 billion yen, 40 billion yen more than the projected 120 billion yen. And net income of 63 billion yen exceeded the projected 41 billion yen. One factor that contributed substantially to this powerful sales performance was the new nationwide network of 21 branches, a revolutionary measure introduced for the first time in the industry by the 5-year plan. The network enabled more accurate and in-depth regional marketing activities by transferring more power and responsibility to the branches and subdividing their territories. Almost all of the branches expanded their market share as a direct result. At the same time, EISAI energetically improved and expanded its R&D as well as its manufacturing and distribution facilities in Japan. The first 5-year plan also made great strides towards overseas development and expansion. In the United States, for example, EISAI America Incorporated was set up in 1988 for clinical development activities. Completed the following year, the laboratories of the EISAI Research Institute of Boston, Massachusetts have set their sights on creating breakthrough pharmaceuticals. On the European scene, EISAI Europe Limited debuted in London in 1988 to promote clinical development of pharmaceuticals. 1 year later, in 1989, EISAI Machinery GmbH opened its doors in Germany to market pharmaceutical equipment. EISAI Pharmachem Europe Limited went into business in London the same year to sell pharmaceutical raw materials in bulk. In 1991, EISAI began construction of the EISAI London Research Laboratories with a view to promoting basic molecular level research, particularly aimed at the brain and nervous systems. Located on the campus of University College London, the laboratories will be completed this autumn. EISAI's early advance into the Asian markets revolved around local subsidiaries set up in various countries. One recent example is EISAI Hong Kong Company Limited, established in 1991 as a marketing base with an eye towards future business development in southern China. During that same 5-year period, EISAI earmarked some 54 billion yen for equipment investment for all of these projects, both at home and abroad, to set down a firm foundation for future growth. This was EISAI's way of getting ready to carry out its corporate vision for the 21st century. The company's second 5-year plan, which started this year, focuses on urging all EISAI employees to put human healthcare, or HHC, into action. Victims of disease need very effective new medicines. In order to promote effective R&D efforts, EISAI has established a trilateral system comprised of the Tsukuba Research Laboratories, EISAI Research Institute of Boston, and EISAI London Research Laboratories. With well-coordinated activities, this three-pillar international system provides a favorable environment for capable researchers to create new medicines. R&D efforts thus far have led to a substantial number of research themes in Japan, including 5 new pharmaceuticals now being filed for registration, 7 more in development phase 3, and another 7 in development phase 2. Worth noting are 2 new pharmaceuticals developed at the 10-year-old Tsukuba Laboratories, which will be filed for registration this year. Overseas, EISAI Sandoz, GmbH and Co. KG in Germany awaits approval for commercial production of bunazocin retard. 4 new pharmaceuticals are in various stages of clinical development overseas, including 2 in phase 2 in Europe and 2 more, 1 each in phase 2 and 1 in the United States.
In Europe currently we have 3 projects in clinical development, and the clinical development is going extremely well at the present time.
In the United States we have the most challenging development marketplace probably in the world, but we have the resources and we're making good progress according to plans.
EISAI strives in this way to create breakthrough medicines for patients and their families. This corporate attitude is reflected in the company's consistently high ratio of R&D expenditures to net sales, which at 14% is one of the highest in the industry. EISAI's state-of-the-art production plants, nestled in superb natural surroundings, ensure a stable supply of medicinal products of the highest quality. The Misato plant will have an additional building this autumn containing the most advanced equipment for the production of injection preparations. Its complete through line for production of injection preparations consists of machines developed in-house, including MWS, a high-frequency microwave continuous sterilizer developed by EISAI as the first of its kind. The completion of this injection preparation facility, together with the existing solid preparation building and the J Center, a state-of-the-art warehouse with functions geared to manufacturing activities, will make the Misato plant one of the world's most innovatively systemized production bases. EISAI's new corporate accounting center streamlines the use of human and economic resources. Accounting functions formerly carried out at disparate business and manufacturing sites are now concentrated in this center. A cashless and paperless accounting system marks the start of a new era. EISAI medical representatives make maximal use of laptop computers in their daily medical information activities to rapidly provide information needed by doctors, pharmacists, and other medical care professionals. Such speediness benefits both patients and their families. The market for over-the-counter pharmaceuticals continues to grow in importance as consumers become increasingly aware of daily healthcare needs and self-medication. EISAI accordingly launches a number of new OTC products each year, in addition to its powerful product lines centered on vitamins. These new products, combined with the energetic activities of OTC MRs across Japan, continue to produce high growth rates that far surpass the market average. Diagnostic medicines are indispensable to accurate, reliable diagnosis and treatment. EISAI's new partnership with Sanko Junyaku Company Limited, a leading expert in this field, has bolstered its diagnostic product line. EISAI is making great contributions in the area of preventive medical care in addition to medical cures. EISAI's machinery division produces pharmaceutical machinery for efficient manufacturing of high-quality medicines. The company's world-renowned automatic inspection machine, known as AIM, has reached an aggregate sales milestone of 500 units. A machine called MWS that embodies a new concept was launched last year. In line with EISAI's policy of contributing to good health in the veterinary sector, the company renamed its veterinary products division as the Animate division. This division is eagerly expanding into preventive vaccines and physical strength builders, in addition to the conventional line of veterinary medicines. Activities of the Chemicals and Food Additives division have revolved around vitamin E preparations, which have been the subject of research since the company's founding. But this division is now expanding into a newer food-related field that includes antioxidants and flavor enhancers based on natural ingredients. EISAI Kakken Company Limited became an independent corporate entity in 1990 and specializes in gardening chemicals. It's now progressively developing its expertise in soil diagnosis as well as its R&D capabilities in the pursuit of creating ideal soil as the very basis of life. Looking to develop ethical pharmaceuticals and nutrient-enriched products in Japan, EISAI established a joint venture called White EISAI Company Limited with American Home Products Corporation, the second largest pharmaceutical manufacturer in the US. As we approach the 21st century, EISAI believes that the focus of medical care includes all members of society, especially patients and their families. With this principle in mind, EISAI aspires to become a fully fledged human healthcare company that can prove itself under any and all medical care systems. Almost all of the essential measures are now in place to attain that goal. Each and every EISAI employee is hard at work for that purpose. Human resources are the company's best asset. This is the cornerstone of EISAI's corporate philosophy and is why EISAI emphasizes good communication among its employees. All of our people stand united under the progressive leadership of President Naito. This is the essence of EISAI that holds so much promise for success as we step forward towards the 21st century. Science with love. As the human healthcare company, EISAI continues to stride steadily ahead.